Good evening to all of you out there. This is the Rahim Show, and I'm your host, Ricky Ali. I want to welcome all of you viewer out there on Facebook and YouTube. I want to say welcome to the Rahim Show. I'm your host, as always, Ricky Ali. For just a short time tonight, we are just going to go through a lot of information, and then also I'm going to share with you uh, some important update regarding this platform. So I just want you to stay tuned for some of you who are following the show via Facebook and YouTube. I want to say welcome. You might want to hit the like button, share the podcast. Uh, for some reason you want to be a part of the show, just send me a message and I will send you an invite to come out here live. So tonight we are just gonna flip through a lot of issue, national issue, as well as international news. And then also we're gonna have some time where we have some conversation uh, on variety of issues regarding our nation, Liberia, and other world uh, story that we see today. I'm just waiting for some of my colleagues to come and be a part of this show, but I want to say welcome. This is the Rahim Show, and I'm your host, Ricky Ali. So tonight, let me just give you a brief update about what I have planned to do about this platform. Once again, I want to say welcome for some of you who are flipping through Facebook right now watching the show. I want to say welcome. This is the Rahim Show, and I'm your host, Ricky Ali. I'm just waiting for one or two persons that I invited to come and join so that we can have a fruitful uh, time on the show. So let me just give you a brief update of what is going to be happening on this show moving forward. Let me just put down a string so that you can be able to see that. Okay, stay tuned so that you can see some of the update that will be coming on the show. So Facebook, first of all, let me say that we own no copyright to some of these songs and video that we might be playing. So if you saw that video, it's just a brief update of what we are going to be moving forward. We are going to be uh, prioritizing those three important things on our show. You saw the first one, the light talk business, which is one of our show. We have on this particular Rahim platform, and then followed by the interview, which come on Wednesday, and then the conversation, which is the last one that we have on Friday. So those are the three items we'll be discussing on our show moving forward. But that will take effect hopefully next month. Hopefully next month. I'm working on a lot of things, and then also I'll make that announcement, momentarily. I don't want to do that now, but I'll make that announcement. I need, I know, people who are passionate, about, coming here to help. And I can tell you, if you're in Liberia and you're passionate about, if you have a good media presence and you are able to come live and, you feel, you are moving, you have the passion to do that, just, reach out to me. I'm looking for people. I can even pay you to be a part of that. Uh, so this is just a program that it is not funded. It's a non-profit program right now, but I'm making that sacrifice to look for people who have the passion to come here and be a part of this. Gradually, Rome wasn't built in a day. It took a while before Rome was built. So kind of looking for people who I feel uh, that love to, come live and, make some impact to society. I mean, You are the one that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna, make that announcement. But like I said, this is. Let me play this one more time so that we can watch this. So as you saw that video, it's all about how the changes that's gonna come next month, beginning next month. Those are things that we're gonna prioritize on this show. The first one you saw, Light Talk Business, is gonna be like uh, a platform where we have people who are business minded to come and just share something very important to people out there who might be watching. There are a lot of people who I believe that are doing business. They can share the perspective and help other people who want to even get into business. So that's what we call light up business. Then the other one is what the conversation. No, like the interview rather. The interview is where we meet somebody who we want to have a conversation with a person, and we bring them here. We ask them a few questions about how they started the business or whatever the passion that led them to doing what they do today. So it's just a one-on-one conversation we're gonna have on that particular segment of our show. And then the last one is what we call like the conversation. The conversation is where we discuss, things about our common denominator, Liberia, and discuss other issue, national issue. Like I'm going to discuss some of them today. So if you feel that you can be a part of this show and you want to, contribute, and then also I have my. If you want to be, supportive of the show, let me play that one more time. Name that is shown below that video. You can be a part of it to support the program so that we can be able to get more people out here who will help us reach out to many people out there. I get a lot of people want to hear good things about their country, want to see, want to watch, a platform that support that bring changes that support a lot of development issues. So if you want to be a part of that, if you feel led and you want to support that, it is not mandatory, not something that we are begging somebody to be a to support us. No, this is a non-profit platform, so we just using the time to just send a message if you feel led and want to help. You're most welcome. And then also, if you feel that you want to be a part and you want to make some changes, and you feel that the the CEO here is struggling, and you want to come and make some impact, you are very welcome. I look forward to seeing many good people out there. I think there are a lot of people who out there. There are a lot of people out there rather that can do well. So welcome, folks. Welcome. This is the Rahim Show, and I'm your host, as always, Ricky Ali. For tonight, we just going to dive in, some important things that I took down, when it comes to country Liberia, some of the things that are happening, so many things that are happening that I was able to read through the newspaper, the Daily Observer, and all other newspaper. But there are some key issues that I would like for us to discuss tonight that I took down, and then also we're going to go to some international news. We all know what is unfolding in the Middle East. Is a tragic and a terrible situation happening in the Middle East, and most likely it might result to a regional, and we don't want to see such. So my prayer go out to everyone. We don't support any evil things, and we want to see peace because people deserve to live in peace and harmony. So, but we're going to read out some news here. Um, some news here regarding The other day on October 1st, Iran had launched a lot of ballistic missiles toward Israel, and the U.S. government took action on Friday. So I'm just going to read out what you. So the U.S. suspends sanction on Iran in response to its ballistic attack on Israel. So the U.S. on Friday announced new sanction on the Iran energy sector in response to the October 1st attack on Israel, firing roughly 180 or more missiles into that country. That's some of the international news. And then we're going to talk about, mostly we're going to prioritize our discussion tonight on what is unfolding in Liberia. Joseph Boakai, call for urgent action, on food insecurity. And this particular news, it drew my attention seriously because I know for sure I was in Liberia recently, and I know how people are really struggling just to provide food to eat. It's kind of difficult for other people to eat. Difficult. So to provide food for family in Liberia is very difficult. And some of the things he said, the president emphasized the urgency of the situation, highlighting that one in five people in Africa go to bed hungry. And that is a reality. One in five people, in the whole Africa. So Liberia is also, part of this particular statistic. Go to bed. I don't remember the last time I in America here with all my family, we did not eat. Imagine that. And to see people who have family struggling to just find food, and for somebody for a whole day to not go, to go to bed without food, it's something that I don't know, but it stirs something in me. It really stirs something in me. So that's why he said, he called an urgent action, on the issue of food insecurity, because he see the needs of the people in Liberia. You know that people are struggling. People are struggling, and people are struggling. So he described, the statistic that compel us to act decisively. He reiterated that Liberia readiness to contribute to global food security by sharing the vision for a resilient agricultural food system that prioritizes sustainability and inclusiveness. So you see, that tells you that food, is especially in Liberia, people love the rice. And then if you look at our agriculture sector, not many people have gone to the farm. That is why you see our standard food in Liberia is just rest. We eat rest, on the rest. So because we eat on the rest, we should be having a lot of rest farm to be able to, when we were in school, we learned this thing called shifting cultivation. We learned different type of cultivation or so. We want, people to go back into there are so many land in Liberia that we can, plant rice. So many land. Land, I know people fight for land, do this one, blah, blah, blah. Things are happening. One land is being sold to 5, 10%. I know, but there are other land that are still there that people can plant rice. Most of the one of the things that I hate when I was in Liberia is each of the agricultural break that they talk about. Most of the representatives just tend to use this particular agricultural break thing just to, you know, take money, and enjoy themselves. They don't, some of them don't even have fun. Why would you use the name agricultural break? But when you say you're taking agricultural break, that should tell you that you should go to your farm, go and do small work on your farm so that people can see what most of the time when I'm driving, and I see most of the rural area in the US here, I see a man have a big corn farm. And most of the time when the corn season comes, you see they have like they take like more than 100 bags out of those particular farm, and they sell the things, and that proceed they help kids to pay school fee. They sponsor a lot of things. That even when I was working at Whole Food Market, there were times where most of the crops that will come from the farming in like say in Maryland here, you will see that there is an attach of some form of sponsorship to certain charity to so for that particular thing, and that's what you do as a lawmaker. You say you go on agriculture break, you don't even have a farm. You see, so you know that people in Liberia, the basic food is rice, and we don't even have people to go back to the farm to make these product. They don't even have a farm. So I want to say welcome if you are just joining the show. Welcome to the Rahim Show. I'm your host, Ricky Ali, and we are just diving through some issue here about food insecurity that the president mentioned. He stressed, he emphasized the importance of, you know, uh, of the family getting food to eat because one out of five family go without food in the whole of Africa, and Liberia is one of them. Liberia is just a practical example. A lot of people go without food. People don't eat. You go Liberia, people are sleeping in the street. People don't have place to stay. And that is not a sign for a country that we want to see better. I know in America people sleep in the street. It is true. People chose, sometimes people choose and make their own decision to do that, you know. But I mean, we have a lot of resources that we can change these things. We have a lot of resources that we can change these things. There's so many money we can generate. The National Port Authority generate a lot of money. So many things that we talk about that can generate a lot of money for our country. I don't know, but most of the people who bring the container to the port, they complain about the high tariff, the high taxation about most of the container. And then I wonder how will they charge all the money and then knowing that the country that's complaining that we don't have money, blah 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 blah. Then how? Imagine if I were able to go, do my late, statistic now, calculate and see. So at the end of the day, I know that we have money, we have money, but it's just that we need to utilize the money the right way and make sure that it don't meet government official need, but the popular need alive because the people are the one we serve. When you are in office, you serve your people. You don't serve yourself. That's why being a leader, you have to be a role model. You have to make somebody to know that yes, what you are doing, you are encouraging other people to practice this and follow the same step. But if you start being corrupt, then it becomes a cycle. People will start getting the same money too and stealing. But it's always good to do the right thing because your character matter and integrity is attached to you as an official. So be mindful when you are appointed in position. People are looking up to you. People are they are they are they are they are watching you keenly. And then your character, if you challenge your character, most likely somebody might not employ you anymore. But when you do the right thing, you will always have joy when you do the right thing. It's just the reality. If you do the right thing, you will be one of the hot kids. It's just like somebody who have gone to school and study well and know his subject matter. That person will be able to get something good because what? He devoted his time. He didn't go play. He didn't go spend time watching movies and not studying his license. He studied well. So now he expect to have something better for himself. So yeah, that's one of the news. And then another one here I want us to talk about is let's say one of the members of the national ruling, let me say the UP party has stressed that Bwaka shoe, shoe dismiss any official that doesn't work in the interest because the president has a vision. And if anyone doesn't subscribe to that vision and want to do their own thing, they should be dismissed. And that's true. I support that. Let me just read what the statement said. These are current news that I took from, our Daily Observer. So it said, members of the Joseph Yuma Boaka Party, ruling party, is calling for the dismissal of defiant official that want to be, defiant. They want to defy the president. The president is telling you, this is what I want to do for the country so that we can achieve a better country. and then you want to do something contrary to what the president is saying, then you become you become defiant. And at the end of the day, you shouldn't stay in your position because why? Liberia is not for you. Liberia is for the country, and you are there to serve your country, not to serve your pocket or not to serve yourself. So, you know, they said a strong supporter of the ruling United Party, Rich Lute Murphy, is urging President, that's a fellow who are urging President Jose Yuma Bouaka to take decisive action against officials who defy asset declaration policy and enrich themselves in the code. You know, they should probably the code of conduct because why? If they go against the policy and then also the asset declaration, because most of the guys in Liberia, we know the history, we know what can happen in Liberia. People get in position, they steal money, they build beautiful homes, and at the end of the day, when they leave position, all the homes become there. And I'm not saying don't work and build your house if you're saving your money from your work. We all you come to America to work and then we do something back home. I mean, when you get your pay, do something right with your pay. I don't have a problem with somebody who work hard and they receive their pay and they utilize the pay by building house for themselves. No. But don't steal government money and build houses and do that because one day you will be audited. One day. And the issue of asset declaration, people should declare their assets. I mean, you want other people to declare their assets. Why don't you take take the step to do so? Why don't you declare your asset? So, these are all interesting stories. But one of the things that really touched me was the issue about where the president strike. He emphasized on the action, the need rather, the urgent need on food insecurity. It is true. Many people in Liberia go without eating. Many people in Liberia go without eating. And it is sad that you and I, are afforded food to eat every day and others don't have the means to even get the food to eat. And one out of five parent, one out of five people, like you found out most of the family in Liberia, a lot of people sleep together with their kids in one room because they don't have the means to rent a bigger house. They don't have the means to even put food on the table. Imagine the father is working and cannot get his pay on time. So how do you expect him to pay his children's school fee? How do you expect him to buy food? It's tough. It's tough. These are all things that we need to take into consideration. And those are all reality that people eat. People don't eat, they go to bed. People only drink water and they go to bed. They don't even eat food. So we have to address these things to make our country a better place. So that's very important. And then the second thing that I mentioned about this fellow is saying that Joseph Yoma Baka should really, deal with defiant, official. Yes, we have to take stands. Don't be so let's say lenient, with people because of some kind of sentimental desire you have. Also, no, it's not about being it's not about feeding. It's about doing the right thing. As a president, you have to do the right thing because you are a role model. You are the one people are looking up to. You are the one for which people went in that particular rain, went in that particular sun to vote for you. You think so? Let me tell you, you don't even know how important a vote is. You don't even know. You know how many text messages we can receive, people urging people to vote because your vote is very important. That is why it is not important. It is not good to even sell your vote because if you do that, you are making a mistake. Your vote is very important. So people vote you as a leader to be a role model so that people can see and say, wow, this man, oh my God, he was one of the nastiest, or you were one of the, great men, in society because people are looking up to you. So that's why most of the leaders that sit in the house and they are just abusing one another, acting as if they are children, behaving if they don't have family, they don't have children that look up to them. It's sad, very very sad. So it's good that Joseph Yuma Boaka, this fellow is trying to, tell Joseph Yuma Boaka to to dismiss anyone who is defying. Yeah, the president can give you appoint you to serve, you know. And one of the reasons why president appoint ministers is to just, you know, uh, just follow everything the president wants you to do. That is why he appointed you. Who are you? Your leader tells you to do this. It's just that we go to work and then we have our daily, schedule, like you have a particular manifest on your tablet. It manifest specify, your daily quota, something you're supposed to achieve. But then you decide that I'm not following this, I'm gonna do my own thing. You make mistake, you're gonna receive a letter of warning because what? You are not following what the leader is telling you. See, so this guy is right, and I won't, I agree with him 100%. I agree with him that the president should take a very strong action against people who are defying, who defy, the vision for Liberia. We want to see a better Liberia. So, folks, welcome to the show. I see somebody send me a like. Thank you so much. If you're following the show via Facebook, just hit the comment section, make some comment, and also subscribe. We would highly appreciate that. And then also, if you feel like to support the program, I'm going to share something again. And we appreciate every help. And if you want to also come live and be a part of the show, you are most welcome to be a part of the show. Just send me a message and I will send you an invite. If you want to also come be a part of this particular platform, you are most welcome. I'm also waiting for one or two person that I invited here. I'm waiting for them to come and join. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your comment. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate your comment. The comment all help to motivate us here. We appreciate that. So, like I'm saying, we want to see a culture. We want to see a different culture in Liberia, and that different culture begin with the leader. Let me just say one thing here. You know, Liberia. When I was in Liberia, I had a conversation with somebody from the Army headquarters opposite the City Hall. So the guy, at the time I was in the University of Liberia, I was just about to graduate. So we want to do a research, and the research was about the Darfur conflict. The conflict being for, being. It's a long conflict, and today Sudan, so many things are happening in Sudan. I don't know why. Let me divert a little bit. I don't know why Africa we just tend to kill one another. The other day I was watching the news, and I was so I was so disturbed. I'm trying to find a word, but I was so disturbed about the way that those guys are killing their own people. For what? Your own Sudanese, you are killing them. For what? We just tend to have, we just tend to, allow, people to come and use, and we kill our own brothers. Why? Why? You know, I, when I saw how the massacred a lot of people, and I heard the news, I said, but what is this? What is happening to Africa? What is happening? And that Sudan war has been forever. It has been forever. And that Darfur conflict led to even the country being divided today. You know, all those things. So like I was saying, we want to do a research, and I went to the Omeo office right by City Hall. So I met this guy. The guy was telling me, he worked. He worked with Omeo at the time. So he was telling me, he said, "Oh, Ricky," uh, because I've introduced myself. So he said, "Ricky, come on, come on." So I sat down in his office, and he was telling me how our leader don't really love their own country. A white man is telling me that our leader. He said sometimes when you go for a meeting, you see some of the things that the leader want to do. Sometimes he wants, this guy really love his own country. And it's true. It's true. Most of the different concession and things, agreement they're doing, people have caught though. People have caught. They want their cut. They want 5% to be allotted for them, to be coming through some kind of way in the pocket. People have caught. If you cannot put Liberia first and you want to put your belly first, it is corruption. Corruption. Put Liberia first. Let me tell you something, right? Life is short. Be careful what you do when you are placed in a position. You have to do the right thing. You have to do the right thing. That too much, you know, 1% money you'll be eating, you will eat. At the end of the day, my brother, when the time reach for you, you will die. So don't be a crooked human being when you are placed into a position. The guy told me, the guy said, the people there, he said, your people, they don't love this country. I asked him, why do you mean by that? And he told me, white man telling me about my own people at the time. He said, when we go to meeting, the way the people can be, trying to compromise on things because they want their fleshy desires, they want to satisfy it. They want something for themselves. You don't put people first. How can you be a leader? You don't put people first. If you do that, you are destroying the country because it's like Liberia is going to move into a cycle. Another leader will come and do the same. Another leader, and that has been our story. Every time we vote for people, we like people in Liberia, they go and do the same thing. You will see the same thing, and everything is just tied to the thing called corruption. That big disease that can make the country to go through the same arena. And we don't want to see that thing happening like. But we live in the 21st century. We can't be, we can't continue the same pattern where one leader after another leader, Liberia is nowhere. One leader after another leader. We don't want to live that. We want a better country. So the guy, I was so, I was so surprised why, I want to do my research and I've entered the place. So I spent the question. And then what God is telling me about my own country, telling me how my own people then don't love the country because of the kind of meeting that they will, have with our own Liberian official, how they will prioritize their pocket and other things, then to prioritize the country. The guy was telling me he will expose, things, telling me, oh, Ricky, I'm telling you, most of your people, I don't think these officials really have the country. He said, I know in America, people, I don't know, corruption exists everywhere. I know. But I tell you, regardless of Democrat and Republican, these people, they put their country first before any other thing. He said, we're not perfect. He said, we are not perfect. But you see all that noise and debate people have, when one leader win, all the people wrap it around. That's why you see when they're having vote for certain thing, Republican and Democrat, they can the people they have a way that they can compromise sometimes just for the sake of for the sake of the country. They come together, you know. Why can't we borrow these kind of good things and we come in and see how developed the places? I mean, one time one official, something was shared on Facebook. The guy came in, the guy was so amazed. First time coming to America, was so amazed by the country. He saw New York, he took pictures, see the man bluffing. Then he went and say a lot of things, oh God, how the country is this. But yet, he was formed with corruption. Because why? He just came and see, the fantasy, things where, just at the end of the day, he couldn't implement the things that he saw. I believe they are good people. They are good government officials. I got so many friends. Some of them, they are my friends. We all grew up together. They are good guys. Some of my friends are good guys. I know they will make some impact and they do well because uh, they promised us to do so. So we are holding them accountable to do well. So I trust some friends that will do well and they will flourish. But I tell you, we want to see, you know, see what I was reading. You heard what I read. The president is saying that food insecurity is one of the things he emphasized on. Food insecurity in Liberia. To be honest, people are suffering. If you haven't been to Liberia for a while, you will not know the the day to day, activity and day to day, you know, uh, feeding. But if you go to yourself and just walk among people, that's why when I travel to Liberia, I don't even think about car driving car. I ride motorbike. I like I'm living in Liberia, and I do my thing like a typical Liberian. I you don't see me with water bottle. Anyone who have seen me with water bottle, please show it. You don't see me with water bottle bluffing. You don't see me with towel. You don't see me with anything. I don't out of that. My brother they can always say, but Ricky, yeah, man, you don't act like you come from America. I said, but winner, this is where I was before I came to America. Why would I pretend I like I'm so extra? No, very humble person because why? The other things then they don't make any difference. I mean, they don't make any difference. I'm not saying I'm hating on people who have the water bottle or have the towel. No, please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm just saying those things don't really bother me. It's a personal thing. It don't bother me. If you do it, I don't have a problem with it. I'm not trying to, point at anybody yet. But the thing here is, we want to see a Liberia that our children. Every time I think about my daughter asking me, Daddy, I want to go to Liberia, and I thought, oh my daughter, I know you want to go to Liberia. It's a good thing to go to Liberia, but you have to wait when the time is right. I will take you. But we want to see a better Liberia. Folks, I'm going to take a break. When I get back, Facebook, I own no copyright to this song. I'm going to play a song by Mose. It is a nice song. So we'll be back. Stay tuned.
It's Chai Keys on the beat.
Are y'all ready now? Skibidi bamba ha. Na 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 na. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Yeah yeah yeah. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Jehovah Obadu. Papa, you too good. Jehovah, you too good. Papa, you too kind. Miracle working God, give you all the praise, give you all the glory. You alone deserve it. You put my enemies under my feet. Because I have you, I face no defeat. Higher and higher, I give you the praise and I give you the honor because you're the king. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything, yeah. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Oh, Babadu. Babadu. Papa, you too good. Jehovah, you too kind. See the things that you done for me. Papa, you too kind. Yeah.
The good things when you they do. You just scatter my hand, oh. Baba me, oh. For the many, many blessings you bless me, I cannot tell it all. I thank you. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory, Lord. You know. You love me personal. Testimony. You get the glory, Lord. Yeah. Baba, you do it now. What a name you are, oh. Baba, you do it now. Oh, what a name you call me, oh. Yeah. Baba, you do it now.
Well, folks, welcome back to the Rahim Show. I'm your host, Ricky Ali. And that was just music to inspire out on our commercial break. I want to say welcome to all of you who are watching this show via Facebook and YouTube. This is the Rahim Show, and I'm your host, as always, Ricky Ali. And if you want to come and be a part of this show, just send me a message and I will send you an invite so that you can come and be a part of this show. Earlier, I shared something about how the program is going to be working moving forward. We are going to focus on three important topics, and that would be for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm gonna put that back on the screen. And then also, if you want to, if you feel led and you want to support this program, there is a cash app right there. I'm gonna share that so that you can be able to support it, whatever you feel led to give. That would be fine. And then remember, if you are giving, these support are going to just helping a low charity that I run out there. You know, this is a non-profit platform. I'm not requesting for money for anybody, but if you feel led to help, that one, if God, lay on your heart to do so, do that. And because a lot of people out there, people are living in those swamp community, and you know how myself, when I was in Liberia, I lay right next to the Suriname community, and we have a journey where when it gets so bad, the rainfall, that same water will enter our house, and children with no slipper will put their feet into the water and they get some rashes and each. At the end of the day, people got to buy medication and some cream to rub. So whatever proceed we get from this thing support some of the initiatives. So you want to be a part of that, we highly appreciate that. But welcome back, folks. If you're watching the show via Facebook and YouTube, you might want to hit the like button, subscribe, and make some comment. Your comment will highly be appreciated, and because when you make a comment, it helps to motivate us here who are taking up our time to come live. And then also, if you, let me just say this: if you are in Liberia or any one of those countries and you find interesting or you have a passion, rather, you have a good media presence, which means you are not shy, you are able to come on live like I do, and support something. If you can come here live and say something, and it doesn't matter what your English are, or it doesn't matter whether the fact that you can come here and be a part, just support and be a part of this program and learn. You are welcome, and I'm going to even give you a low pay for coming. So I'm looking for two person in Liberia, one from the county and one from the center from Monrovia. If you have a passion to to come in studio and just carry out the show, just reach out to me. I'm going to share my number, or you can reach out to me through Facebook as well. But if you have a passion to do that and you have a good media presence, I don't want somebody who is very vocal, when it comes to, how well, the way they talk to people, no. I want people who are very responsible and respectful, because I want to, have a code of conduct where people follow. So I don't want somebody who would just come, and just get so, uh, aggravated and then start doing all kind of things to tarnish this platform repetition. So no. Uh, if you feel that you can do well and make this a better place, then you are most welcome. Reach out to me via Facebook or my phone number that I will share momentarily. Then we can be able to sit and talk, and I'll be able to pay you. So just two person, one from the state, Monrovia, and one from the county. If you're watching right now. So let me share this. This is how the program is going to work moving forward. I'm going to be having a program 3 day, and they're going to be consistent. I'm going to be having one is light talk business that we always talk, and we engage business people and they share the perspective, share the idea, and how to start a business. We're going to do that one, and then the next one is the interview. An interview is where one-on-one somebody who is working in the tech industry, and I bring them here, to share the idea how what led to them go into the tech industry and what are some of the things that they do. The one-on-one conversation, and then another one, the conversation where we discuss national issue, different issue. We discuss religious one-on-one, different things about society at large. That's what the conversation is all about. But let me just share this video once again so that for some of you who are just flipping through Facebook can be able to watch. Stay tuned. So you saw it right there. And then you see the bottom part, you saw the support cash ad. So like I said, we are not, this is a nonprofit. We are not begging anybody, but if you feel led to support, and all of those proceeds will go towards something that you would see, because I run a charity and I help, people in different community. So if you want to be a part of that, you can reach out to me through Facebook or my number. Thank you so much. Let's continue on our show. Welcome back, folks. This is the Rahim Show, and I'm your host, Ricky Ali. And we were talking about these two things that I had to take into consideration. There's so many things happening in Liberia, but those two things really, struck my attention, for which I had to. The issue of food insecurity. We just, trying to go over these issues because they are very important, like the president's strike, the stress rather, that one of the five, people living in a household go without food. It is true. People are hungry out there. People are hungry. Even in America, you know how when you go places like some part of, downtown and other areas, you see that people are living in deplorable condition. These people live in the best country in the world. They make their own fully decision. Because I call that fully decision because we come from Africa. We all had a dream. Oh, we want to come to America. Oh, the land of free and land of everything. We come here, then we come and see people who were born here, who live here, everything, and they are living. And they are they make their own decision, living a deplorable life. They choose their own path. You know how many people want to come here. You know how many people, like the other day, people are using all means to go into Europe, to come to America. I tell you, somebody was telling me a story. A Haitian was telling me a story how they had to go through a lot of stuff. I was like, wow, brother, I can't take that risk. I can't take that risk. I remember many a time when I was in the store, people would come to me, Ricky, why you don't want to travel? Ricky, your friends are getting keen on, they're going, they want to. I said, my man, scary man, Ricky, I can't do it. If God now want me to go anywhere, I will be here until God make things happen. Because I'm not going to take that kind of risk that other people are taking. Some people take very extreme risks that have 0.00 chances of you even coming. People take the race. I know life is also race-oriented things, but there are some certain race that I can associate myself with because those race, forget it. I'm not going to die because I want to, come to America or want to know. I told people. So, I know a lot of people are taking risks. People are getting into Kino and the Kino capsize and leaving the water. A lot of things. People swim by water and crocodile eat them. So many things. So many risks people are taking. And these risks, for me, I don't want to lie. Why I pray for the people who are taking risks, but I can't take some of these risks. It's not something that I can really see myself taking. But welcome back, folks. The issue of food insecurity that we are talking about, it's very important. The president said one of the five, people that live in Africa go without food, and it's for sure. I mean, if you go on the grind like Africa or any part of the world, you see that thing. We see that thing on the social media. Every time people playing video, we see. Social media is one of the things that, I mean, today, even the Facebook, the blue app today, you see so many things, so many things, so many things. The word now, and with the introduction of AI, oh my God, where they can change your voice, they can change you and put you, like I can be talking right now, somebody change my whole hair and make me to talk like somebody different. My God, technology has grown, has reached. And imagine if 20, 50 years from now, another introduction of certain things that will come, that will maybe pass, AI and all the things. So every day people are telling different advancement, different advancement. And to see how people making those decisions, though, like the Asian mind thinking, it's like you wonder whether they are in it, 21st century or they are in it, 19th century. I don't know what to say, but, it's like, what is going on? But I think we have to follow how the word is moving. You have to follow how the word is moving. You don't have to be left behind. So, and then the issue of what is happening in the Middle East today. Look what is happening in the Middle East. War, war, war. And this war has resulted to so many lives being lost. So many children have come into the crossfire about all the things that are happening in the world. For me, I don't want to discuss that thing because I see so many things that hurt me personally. And I got pity for people when I see what are the other country is wrong, what other person is wrong. The main thing is the people who come in the crossfire of the things that lives have to be shortened because of one crazy incident. See, so I don't talk about that thing too much. I want to pray for peace. That's what I pray for. I want peace. I want the people of Israel and the people of Palestine to live side by side in peace. Every life in this world, God created all of us to live in peace and harmony with one another. One group of people are not better than the other. You know, I always pray for that. I'm not here to, critique any country. I love every country because why? They have people, and these people are just like me. So I love everybody. No other country is better. God did where it's not written in the Bible. It's not written anywhere that one group of people are better than the other. No. I believe everybody deserve a place in this world. And the children that are losing their life because of this mess, that's why I don't want to discuss it. But let's get back to our issue in Liberia. And then the other issue that we discussed earlier is about one of those uh, unity party, uh, official or somebody who is part of the Unity Party stressing that the president should be able to dismiss those who are defiant to the president's vision. If you are appointed and you are defiant to the president's mandate, and the president saying do this for the interest of the Liberian people, and you decide to do your own thing, you should be fired. I mean, you should be fired. Just that I go to work, my boss let me say, Ricky, this is your assignment. I say, boss, no, I'm doing my own thing. It's a warning. Why? You cannot be defiant to your boss, man. Except your boss is doing the wrong things. Except your boss. There, even when that's why it's taking me back to that same story. I don't want to talk about it. And let me just leave that because I don't want my platform to be suspended because it's like these things are all critical things when you're talking and you try to be so correct politically correct. They tend to say that, oh yeah, you become this, that, and they want to, black your platform for sharing your own perspective and sharing your own feeling, things that you see happening in reality, and you want to speak out, speak against this, the evil you see in society. But let's leave that. Let's focus on Liberia. So, for folks, If you're following the show via Facebook and YouTube, I want to say welcome. This is the Rahim Show, and I'm your host, Ricky Ali. You might want to hit the like button, share the podcast, and also make some comment. We highly appreciate you. And I also want to say, a friend of mine, Daniel P. Childs, you know, um, he's been having, you know, I just want to use the time to send a shout out to my friend and brother, Daniel P. Childs. He came up with a new book. He was trying to, supply these books to different customers, and then supply chain got caught up. But luckily, I mean, God is so good. Supply chain has resumed, but the only thing is about it, the program, the launching program is being postponed to March. So for some of you out there who buy the books, Forever Intelligent, the second edition that were published by Dana P. Childs, please, please always support your Liberian brother. This guy is doing an incredible work, and I tell you, he's my personal friend and brother. We came from the same University of Liberia. We ate some food when the Kobo Shah ate in Liberia. So he's a great guy, and he's doing an amazing work. Supply chain were cut, and now they have fixed the issue. So most of these books will be reaching out to you if you order them. Please don't get discouraged. This is not his fault. Sometimes some of these things happen. Even people who get Amazon delivery, sometimes your package does get, or your package does get, delayed sometime due to some other, things that unavoidable things happen. So I'm sending out shout to him. I know that he supply chain has resumed, and I know that he has the ability to consummate failure as a challenge. So, Brother Charles, Dana P. Charles, I'm sending out my shout out to you. I know you're strong. I know the program has been postponed to March, but I know you're going to get there. Well, folks, we want to conclude our show. This is how we come to the end of this show. I want to say good night and see you again.